In fact, let me also talk about this latest, the PIL that has been taken up in the court. Tomorrow that we are told that the Supreme Court will be taking up this matter. Previously, in a way of a curative petition as well, seeking for a probe by the CBI, that was dismissed earlier by the Supreme Court. Meghna, what's new in this new fresh plea that has been filed?
Well, absolutely. We are going to show you the new PIL as well, which has been given. You're absolutely right. This is coming at a time when the Supreme Court gave its final verdict, which was in 2017, following which there was a review petition. That too was quashed, and after that there was a curative petition. But this is the PIL Times Now's managed to access. It says whereby the petitioner is praying for the issue of writ mandamus to the respondents to constitute a special investigating team to identify the perpetrators who were involved, aided and abetted the genocide of the Hindus and Sikhs in Jammu and Kashmir during the period 1989 to 2003. 2003, of course, was that horrific Nadimarg massacre that Times Now has been talking about and getting you exclusive details and reopening the file. It also talks about how it's important to direct the respondents to prosecute the accused on the basis of the report of the special investigating team constituted by the respondents in accordance with the law, and issue directions to the respondents to declare that all sale of properties post the exodus in the year January 1919, whether it is religious, residential, agricultural, commercial, institutional, educational or any other immovable property, as null and void. Remember, several of the Kashmiri Hindus who had to flee overnight, they left behind their properties, and then they have alleged that they have been encroached upon, and there were 4 sales which had happened at the time of the exodus, which is why they are insisting that all the sale of property from the year January 2019 should be declared null and void, and direct the respondents to conduct a census of the Hindus and Sikhs of Jammu and Kashmir who have been victims and survivors of the genocide residing in different parts of India. Because so far, remember, there is no proper study of how many Hindus have been actually displaced, how many of them are still there, and that's going to be very significant in case there is a reopening of the case, for all the victims to join in the probe. We are also now going to show you the curative petition, which has been filed, and remember, it was filed 5 months back and it's still pending. The reason why this one is so very significant is because despite the curative petition, which is still pending, that the Supreme Court has allowed this plea as well. This is the curative petition, and in this it says that this is against the final order dated 24/7/2017 passed by the Honorable Court in the writ petition, whereby the Honorable Court, after having heard this, was pleased to dismiss the writ petition filed under Article 32 of the Constitution on the ground that since, and this is very significant, Amita, that since 27 years have passed from the date when incidents have happened, no fruitful purpose would emerge, as evidence is unlikely to be available at this late juncture, ignoring the fact that the prayer was not only for registration of fresh FIRs but also reopening, reinvestigation and speedy disposal of the pending charge sheets, as well as the court order which was passed in 2017 by the Honorable Court by way of circulation. Remember, this is what the court had said in 2017 in its order, that there is no fruitful purpose which would emerge, as evidence is unlikely to be available at this late juncture. It's important for our viewers to remember several of the cases were reopened, such as the Sikh genocide of 1984, that case was reopened. The IAF massacre in Jammu and Kashmir, that was reopened after 32 years. There are several such precedents which are there in the past where they have allowed, where the Supreme Court has allowed reopening of the case despite over 3 decades of lapse in the cases, and since that incident had happened, which is why the Kashmiri Hindus in this curative petition have pleaded with the highest court of our land. Why not give Kashmiri Hindus a chance as well to reopen and try healing the wounds, because justice does not come with a time stamp.
Absolutely, and it has come at a price there, Isha.